Hello Capricorn singles, and welcome to your weekly reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. My name is Angela, and this video is going to be for Cappy single Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Capricorn, this is your reading for the first week of October 2018. Keep in mind, Capricorns, that because this is a general reading, it's not guaranteed to resonate with everyone. So I invite you to take a look at the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for more clarity if you happen to need it. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, the link to my website is below. And just for your reference, it is AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Let's get into it for this week. And you know, guys, it can go vice versa, okay? Unsaid rule of tarot. So even if I don't say it, just know that, okay? Getting right into it. Oh, and listen to this with an open mind, right? Because it is general, which we've clearly stated, okay? So there are going to be some things that may resonate with you and others that do not. You can check the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus if they do not, if you find that this does not resonate with you. Getting into it this week. Cappies, you're dealing with a Scorpio, some of you. Some of you are seeking advice through your elders, whether they passed on or whether they're here. I do see where you're distant or at a distance from the one that you love, and I feel like you're at your wit's end. Okay, Capricorn, I feel like you're done. You're not really done, but you're thinking about throwing in the towel and saying, you know what, I'm done here. I've tried all I can. I've given all I can. There's no more that I have to give. And I do see a union was there before, but I feel like the two of you were not on the same page when it came to this union, because I feel like one of you was under the impression of, you know, having a really strong, solid relationship that could potentially lead to marriage. I'm feeling like the other one of you was about having an open relationship. You may have a child with this person, possibly, or maybe you wanted a child with this person at some point. The autumn season could be significant to you in some way, or it could possibly usher in some type of change to your situation. You might have some type of travel coming up, okay, but a short travel. You could be moving. That could be what this is, this short travel. Or finding a job elsewhere, and maybe there's a bit more of a commute. But I do see, Cappies, that this is a very productive and busy month for you. Not just week, but month. And despite what happened in the past, Cappies, I feel like you're definitely in love. Love is on your mind, but when you start to really start thinking about the situation, it's causing you to, you know, go back and forth in your head about what you ought to do. Okay? But I do feel a lot of pain. Some of you did lose a grandparent or someone significant to your life, but I feel like this is an older figure, a motherly figure, a parental figure here, whether it's grandparent or parent. Okay, and like I said, they're on the other side. This person has transitioned over, and they're still watching over you. So this week is about a lot of choices, a lot of decisions to make, and you might be feeling like you need a hug, or you might be feeling like you're in need of some emotional support. Okay, maybe even also in need of some sleep. I do see that this is a week of self-love. Okay, nurture yourself, take good care of yourself. And I feel like, Capricorn, you're like, enough of the past. I want a reliable relationship, one that's going to be around for the long haul. I do see, Capricorns, where there is a need to hydrate, and that is part of your self-care, right? Make sure you drink enough water. Make sure that you're fueling your body with the right things. This is a very prosperous week for you, though, as far as money is concerned. I'm seeing money is no object here. Okay, so we're talking about someone, Cappies, who was careless with your heart and had a third-party situation. Some of you are looking for a new home as well, and you just may get it. Okay, so this ancestor, this family member of yours that passed away, I'm seeing that they're protecting you. Not only are they watching out for you, but I do see protection. Okay, so they are protecting you. There's some guilt here. Whether this is your guilt, Cappies, or cross-watcher, okay, guilt about the past. I see a Gemini, and I see that you're worried about the future. Okay, well, there could be a Leo. You could be worried about the future. Okay, so that contract ending could be about a home. So some of you may be, like I said, traveling, relocating, moving. Okay, I know I said that before. It keeps coming up in your reading. I keep noticing it. There's someone that you haven't moved on from, Capricorn. You still love them. Though you feel like giving up on the situation, you never wanted this relationship to come to an end. You didn't want it to end the way that it did, but maybe you felt that you had to have it end the way that it did because you were dealing with someone who could have been very stubborn and set in their ways and unwilling to compromise. But in spite of what happened in the past, I feel like you're feeling very excited about the future, okay, when it comes to love. You still have this person on your mind, and maybe you miss this very unique connection that you had with them. Maybe you feel like even though you may have dated other people since, you feel like the connection isn't the same, and you can't shake this person, it seems like. But this person came with a lot of illusions, lies, deception. They also knew how to make you feel good emotionally. They made you feel supported. They made you feel loved and accepted. But something here caused a breakdown to your happy home. 3 of Cups. So it had to do with a third-party situation here. And you may have blocked this person out of your life, out of your mind, off of your social media. But I feel like you want this person's attention again. Yeah, you're looking for stability. I do see a new and better home for some of you. Okay, so those of you who may have ended a contract with a home, something may have happened abruptly here with this end of a contract, but I do see stability coming in for you. I also see stability in a relationship. I do see some of you are walking away from a home. Familiarity, okay, and going into something better. Walking away from a job, walking away from a situation that just wasn't the best for you, whether this was love or job or what have you. And I do see that you're trying to heal from the past. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of deep emotional wounds from what happened here. And I feel like at times you doubt that there can really be a reconciliation because you feel like the problems just ran too deep. That doesn't stop you from loving them, though, Capricorn, is what I'm feeling. And I feel like you just really wish that things could be different, okay? Because like I said, that attraction, that bond that you had with them was very different and very positive. I do see a very prosperous time for you, okay? But there could be issues here going on at work for some of you that does lead to you walking away. Type of discord at work. Now, with love, I feel like just the two of you didn't see eye to eye on things, okay? And it just came to a head. And I feel like you want marriage. You're thinking more about marriage now since you're single. But it's like you just think that either this is you, Cappies, thinking that they would never give you another chance, or you're telling yourself, you know what, I would never give them a second chance after all that they put me through. I love them and all, but no, they didn't give me what I needed in the relationship. I didn't feel fed in the relationship, that type of thing. Fed emotionally, fed in all the ways that you need to be fed as a human being in a relationship. You just feel like you didn't get that. Except for the fact that that connection was so strong, right? Not to discredit the good things, because I feel like you guys did have a good time. There were really happy times. But especially towards the end of the relationship, I feel like it was pretty intense. You want to give them a second chance, but then you're like, no way. You still think about them. You're like, oh, I miss them. I wish we could talk again. I miss those times. You know, like when you're going through something, you feel like you can dial that person up, or Go and talk to them, right? Maybe they were your confidant, okay? You were close to them on many different levels. But now that they're out of your life, really, it's got you thinking, okay? Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And you have the Three of Cups. This could go different ways, okay? Two storylines. Some of you are completely walking away from the situation, Cappies. You're washing your hands of it. You're counting your losses. You're like, no matter what, we're not going to be able to get past the issues of what happened. So I'm walking away from this. And maybe you're starting fresh, okay? And that could be a cause for celebration for you. But others of you, there's a new start with there being a reconciliation. Because though you have all of these thoughts about what didn't work out, how they hurt you, the many different ways that they hurt you, what the two of you didn't see eye to eye on, right? I feel like you still want to be with this person. You're thinking about the practical side of it and the emotional side of it. You're like, if they could just change, certain things about themselves, then we would be good. They could just not be a player or a cheater or a liar. And we would have really been good. We would have really had a good thing, is kind of what I'm hearing. They broke your heart. And you're closed off toward them. But at the same time, I feel like you see a future with them. Intuitively, you feel like this person might be coming into your life, though you've kind of pulled away. Okay, you even blocked them, like I said, from your social media. I feel like you're having a hard time. You're just going back and forth. Okay, you still daydream about them, but I feel like part of you wants to heal this situation, but then part of you just wants to detach and pull away. But then I feel like there's something that you want to, maybe you did confront them about a third party in the past. And you found out that your darkest fears were realized when you found out what was truly going on behind the veil. Okay, yeah, I feel like you know this is the one for you. Some of you, okay? It's general. Some of you may indeed feel like this is the one for you. But you want to feel nurtured, or you are the nurturing type, and you want to give your all in a relationship, but you don't want to feel like you are coming up empty-handed when you give so much. All right, Capricorn, let's move on to the energy of your cross watchers. Holy Spirit, show me the energy of the Capricorn singles cross watcher for the first week of October. Think about it. Is their energy. That could also be yours, Cappy. Right? You could be thinking about it, okay? Because I feel like you are doing a lot of thinking about this situation, kind of weighing the pros and the cons, and so are they. They may not be saying much, but they're thinking about you just as much as you're thinking about them. And yes, take this with a grain of salt because it is a general reading. They're blocked, or they blocked you. Whether they blocked your phone call, they blocked you on social media, blocked you out of their mind, their heart, okay? Or at least they're trying to. How can you really block someone out of your mind and your heart if you're thinking about them? They want not to think about you, though, but they do. And truthfully, they want to work on it. But they're tired of this back and forth thing. They're like, I'm tired of breaking up and getting back together. I just want a steady relationship. A steady, strong relationship is what I'm hearing, Capricorn cross-watcher. And when things got heated, yes, indeed, they got heated. When it came to arguments, I feel like there was a pretty heated exchange between the two of you at some point, especially when it came to the discovery of a third party. Okay, and I feel like they reluctantly became single. They didn't want to be single. Okay, but neither did they want to be a part of a third party. They didn't want this separation. They didn't want things to end up the way that they did. They still have love for you. They still care. They still care. Oh, yeah. Look at that. They still care. You both have the lovers on both sides. You guys still love each other. There's still that attraction there. But there was deception. There were lies, right? You guys didn't agree. You didn't see eye to eye, like I said. Okay, pretty heated exchange after things ended. But I still feel like there's some fight in you, Capricorn. You're still willing to fight for this relationship. Okay, and for others of you, it's a cross watcher. Maybe both of you. Okay, but I'm seeing that someone here is waiting. Whether this is you, Cappy, waiting for them, or your cross watcher. Just sitting there waiting. I'm seeing that they're really daydreaming about you as well. Okay. But they definitely feel like you're not the type that's going to make a commitment. They feel like you're pretty carefree, okay? When it comes to relationships, you don't like being tied down. That's how they may see you, okay? Frivolous, carefree, not taking the relationship seriously at all. But see, they're really stuck. They're stuck, especially in the past. They're stuck on past lies, deception, and they're tired of being stressed out. But they're tired of carrying around baggage, okay? They are. They still have some baggage. One of you, like I said, could be a single parent. You may have a child with this person. They may be feeling like they're very stressed out. They're doing everything by themselves. And they want stability. They want it with you, but feel like you're just up to too many tricks, right? Always playing games, always playing around, not taking any initiative, not taking the relationship seriously. Okay, but intuitively they know that you're coming back into their lives. They do. Okay, it could be a Virgo, could be a Sagittarius. Both of you are waiting. Okay, you're just gonna play the waiting game. You're just gonna wait it out. Now with work, I do see maybe feeling overworked, working too many hours, too many things going on at the same time with work. Okay, but still at the same time not feeling that you're getting paid what you're worth. Feeling like there's people around the job playing shenanigans, playing games, playing out politics is what I'm seeing. Being very gossipy, very competitive, very drama-filled. And you feel like you don't have time for that. I feel like you want to take a break. You want to step back, right, and take inventory of the situation when it comes to your job, Capricorn. But you feel like you can't afford to take a break because you have responsibilities, you have bills, you have kids. But you feel like everything is a bit off balance. Okay, you feel like you don't have time for your family. You don't have time for your hobbies, that type of thing. You just want more time. You want more flexibility. You feel like you just can't get that, okay? And you might even be feeling like you don't have enough sleep because you're working so hard or you have so much on your plate. And I feel like so much to the point that you could be sacrificing your sleep. You could be sacrificing, the way that you take care of yourself. You just don't have time to take care of yourself. Even to drink water is what I'm saying. So I feel like you just need some breathing room, Capricorn. You may be feeling like you need some breathing room, some time to think about what it is that you want. And I feel like there could be another contract in the works, but whether this is you going on a new career venture, right? I do see that there's a time of sacrifice, putting in your blood, sweat, and tears into a situation, investing a lot into it, or you could be investing that into your child, your children, okay? But I do see that it pays off in the end. I do see a new contract, especially for those of you who could be moving. Okay, if you're waiting for a new contract, I do see that another contract does come up. Now, for zodiac signs, it does not have to be limited to these, but so far I do see Virgo, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I feel like you do want to go into business for yourself. Yeah. Leo. Some of you could be connecting with a Leo. Yeah. And Cancer. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, some of you are definitely working on a project or putting on the finishing touches of a project. You're finishing something up. Maybe some type of training. Maybe additional training. But I do see you taking the lead. Either you're taking a lead role when it comes to your job, maybe with a promotion, or you're taking the lead when it comes to your life. You're taking the reins and you're deciding which direction you're about to drive this this life in. Okay, you don't want to feel like you're leaving everything up to chance. Capricorn. Yeah, some of you are definitely relocating. It may be indeed time to move. The cards or are reaffirming that. I do see a need for balance, though. Balance with your mind, your thoughts. Okay, don't let your thoughts run away with you. Don't allow your mind to be scattered. Because I do see that. Scattered, scrambled thoughts. A lot of stress. A lot of worry. Yeah. So you could be moving for sure. Yep, see that? A lot of scattered thoughts, okay? And maybe even having some internal struggle about what to do. Even maybe handling some legalities. I feel like some of you do want your family back together. And you're willing to put in the sacrifice for it. But I do see ultimately there is a change in direction. Okay, so whatever this is that's going on with life right now, you feel like everything is very up in the air. Okay, but it's actually, okay, how do I put this? Because the spirit guides put it some, okay, I'm not going to try to articulate that. You feel like everything is out of balance, okay, but you find a way to balance it. It's going to work out for you, okay? You juggle it right, it's going to work out. But I do see a change in direction is here. An upheaval, yes, but it works out in the end. You might be feeling like everything is out of control, but it's actually bringing you, leading you to the next stage of your life, right? You're starting fresh. So this is a new chapter. I do feel that there are challenges here that you're going to overcome. You're on the right path, though you may not even realize it. For some of you, it may feel indeed like an uphill climb. But I do feel that you're able to deal with obstacles and still stay afloat. But I feel like something could be blocking you from moving forward. But Spirit says you have the power to change it. You always have options. Okay. I do definitely see a lot of changes going on for you this week, Capricorn. Right? Spirit is saying keep a level head, stay balanced. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I think I did name all of the fire signs, but yeah, I do see fire. A new relationship blossoms, right? A new phase, a new beginning. So I do feel like something here may change. Yep, and see the bottom, love and prosperity. So I called it, right? Money, we're talking about money. Finances being really on the up and up. And then a relationship, a new start in a relationship, whether it is without this person, whether you move on from this person and completely walk away and wash your hands of this, or you decide to reunite. But I do see that there could be someone coming your direction, okay, that may want to heal the situation and begin again. Okay. So, Cappies, let's go ahead and shuffle for advice. Holy Spirit, the advice, please, for Capricorn. You know what? I'm going to shuffle this deck on second thought. Capricorn, single, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. The advice, please, Holy Spirit, for the first week of October 2018. October 2018 for Cappy singles. Surrender to effortlessness. Spirit says stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow and instead of trying to force the river. Okay, one more, Holy Spirit, so Spirit is saying go with the flow, right? Everything happens for a reason. You don't have to force things to happen. They will happen. Look at this. In divine timing. Come on, cards. They will happen in divine timing. Everything happens here in divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing, it says. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. 2 cards here talking about go with the flow, trust. This is a time of trust and surrendering stress. Surrender negative thinking, surrender fear. Okay. I do see a card here talking about meditation. So I do feel like this could be very therapeutic for you. It says surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Finally, you have surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So there's some things here, Capricorn, that would be beneficial to surrender. Could be difficult at times. You know, change isn't always easy, but it's as easy as you make it, right? Or as challenging as you make it. But I feel like change could definitely be beneficial for you because it's coming anyway. You can't really fight the change that's happening. You can't fight the upheaval. It's all happening for a reason. A lot of Scorpio energy here, so this is all about change, transformation, and I believe that there is a retrograde in Scorpio. I think so. Going on. Okay. So that could have a lot to do with it. A lot of change, a lot of upheaval, but Spirit says go with the flow and you're going to be fine, even though it feels like everything is up in the air. Okay. So, Cappies, this is your reading for the first week of October 2018. I hope all is well. Take very good care. I will see you next week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Take good care. Bye for now.